For some unknown reason, every single time I go on vacation, it grinds my momentum to a screeching halt. I don't know why, but we're back in the winner's circle, and let's talk about probably the easiest class I've taken at WGU so far. Let's get into it. I apologize. I know it's been a month since I've been back, but I don't know why vacations do that to me. But, I build up all this momentum and then I'm like, oh, I'm going to take a week off. And then it's like I just half-ass and slack for, the last 2 weeks or so since I've been back. I originally jumped into network and security foundations, but it seemed like it was taking me. Like I didn't do as much as I should be doing, admittedly, but after a week of that, and then I had drill also, so that didn't help. But I was thinking to myself, like, I seen where workforce planning was pretty easy, so let me just knock that out just to get a little win, just get the snowball rolling. And once I get a win in my pocket, maybe I can jump back into the momentum I had before, because I knocked out a bunch of classes this term so far. Now, C234, workforce planning, recruitment, and selection. To the naked eye, if you look at this course, you're like, holy crap, it's got 2 PAs and an OA. It's like, how could this be such an easy class? And the reason is because, for one, the OA only has 34 questions. Well, no, the PA only has 34 questions. The OA has, I think, 37 or 38. I don't know for people who aren't, super into WGU, but every single OA, if you look at a PA, a pre-assessment, and it says 70 questions, then there's going to be at least 72 on the OA. I think the reason they do that is just to make the margin a little bit wider. That way you can miss a little bit more and still pass. But anyway, yeah, the OA only has 30, I want to say 37 to 39 questions on it. So you can knock the OA out in 20, 30 minutes. But it has 2 PA tasks, but those are relatively simple. I'll jump into what the PA tasks are. Now, basically what this class is about is just being an HR manager, actually. It's about just hiring and the process of hiring and what's the best practices for hiring, or trying to recruit people, or retention to keep people. Being in the military, they preach at you a lot of time, retention, hey, get new people to join. So a lot of this stuff kind of already made sense to me, because it's the kind of stuff they already preach to you. But it's a pretty simple class. The PAs, you're just an HR manager for a fire department. And there's not a whole lot I'm going to go into about the PAs. Just follow the rubric and do what it tells you to. There's 2 videos for each task. There's 1 video for each task. It's task 1 in a day and task 2 in a day is the name of the cohorts. And it literally just step by step goes through every single section and tells you exactly what you need to do. It's very simple. You barely, if at all, need to open up the reading material for those tasks. You just watch the task 1 in a day, task 2 in a day. Because even some of the things you're like, well, I need, the verbiage or definitions of this thing. It kind of tells you, it gives you examples within that task. I will say that this is probably one of the most common sense resource classes, meaning it lays out every single possible thing you should need. I did a video, I can't remember what the class was, about how it just the PA that they wanted you to do didn't make sense and they didn't give you enough information. This one is the complete opposite. They give you all the information. Anything you could possibly need is in that cohort, or the other 50 resource documents they have. But all I did was I watched the task 1 in a day, did the task 1 paper, task 2 in a day, did the task 2 paper. For people that are new to PAs, which nobody should be at this point if watching my videos, but you don't have to write a regular paper. Just follow the rubric, do exactly what it tells you to do, just answer the questions. It doesn't have to be like a essay where things match and link to each other from the beginning, the middle, and the end. No, go down the list and just answer the questions. They even tell you in those tasks, those cohorts, how many sentences each section should be. So they don't leave any room for error. They tell you everything you need to know right there. Moving on to the OA. Passing this OA took me a total of 2 hours. And not taking the class, from the moment I opened the PA, scheduled, to taking the OA, the whole entire thing took about 2 hours. It is a very common sense OA. Should be common sense. I feel bad from an earlier video saying that something was so easy because I realize everybody is different. But as far as I go, and a lot of other people like on Reddit and Facebook and stuff have the same opinion, you can answer almost all of this with just common sense. If you've been in the workforce for a little bit and you kind of know the common sense things of what you can and can't do, and you can common sense your way into like, hey, what's the best way to select somebody, or what's the best path to hiring somebody. Like a lot of times you can narrow it down to the possibility of a couple, because this class isn't without its WGU isms, but it is much more simple. It is, in my opinion, a very common sense OA. Like I said, I didn't read the reading material at all. Took the PA, passed it, scheduled the OA for a couple hours later, and got an even better score. I'll put the score up on the video right now to show you what I got with a total of 2 hours of working on this OA. That's all I really got, guys. This class is an easy win. You can knock it out in probably a couple of days if you really wanted to, or you can do one task one day, another task another day, and take the OA on the third day. And then all you have to do is just wait on your task to get evaluated and sent back. They did knock me on one thing, and I had to resubmit it on one of the tasks, but it was something, like I've said before, I changed like one sentence on it or something and sent it back in, and it got approved and I passed. So, like, it's a very simple, easy win. It's a good accelerator course for people who are trying to knock out the degree quickly. You can knock it out in a couple days, or at most 3 or 4 days. But that's it for me. I'm down to my last 5 classes, so hopefully this can get the momentum back rolling, and I can get back into the swing of things. I have a goal. I don't know if you guys seen that are in WGU, but they put like a new thing in WGU's website or the student portal where you can like punch in your graduation goal. And I have a graduation goal of mid-December, so that gives me 7 weeks to do my remaining 5 classes. So hopefully I can get it knocked out pretty quickly and get my pretty piece of paper that says I'm educated. That's all I have. I'll see you guys in the next one.